Okay, there you go. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so teachers, I hope you've been advised as well that we will be okay online. Okay, hello John Z. Who's John Z? Okay, let's see. Okay, just to let you all know, we are supposed to dissolve the group chat already, but I don't want to do that. Okay, but if it won't serve the purpose, so we might as well just, because this is not just for a support group, but primarily for me to be able to reach out to more people so that we may also give you more, more free training and coaching sessions. But of course, if there won't be much participants due to various reasons, then we might as well just stick to online, videos or streaming like this. And that way we may have you may freely watch it at your most convenient time. Okay, so yes, I've eaten already. Teacher Nerville, right? Whatever is your teacher's name. Okay, yeah. So, supposedly again this evening I have something different in store for all of you, but I've decided to make it something else. Okay. I've decided to have this one like a free flowing, just at least for 30 minutes we can have a free talk, free questions, question and answer, so that we may just warm up a bit, for this new year. Right. So again, to those of you who are just watching as of now, hold on. I'm also trying to check it here on my phone. Okay. So again, hello, good evening, everyone, and happy New Year. I hope you're all having a good start, a good kickoff of 2021. Or do you still have a hangover of 2020? I hope we're all starting it on the right foot and with a happy disposition. Next disposition, right? So, what position? Sitting, standing. Okay. You have to also shake your body from time to time, right? Because we've been just sitting down. um while we're doing our job. So anyway, again, welcome to REINVENT Session. I am trainer or Captain Marjie Ann. So to those of you who are new here and to those of you who are seasoned reinvent babies, this has been created again initially just for my team members so that I can give them free coaching and free training sessions that are not available or not given in our usual webinars or other training courses in 5-1 Talk, or maybe some of them I've or most of them I've already like compiled them, right? So you're getting like multiple topics in one session. Okay, and when we're trying to apply it in a practical sense, right? So I'm trying to mix them, and compile them per session, depending on the session, because sometimes, when we've started, we were inspired with increasing booking rates the right way, about reliability, what kind of backups do we need to invest on, how to also hopefully become a 5-1 Talk brand ambassador, an appointed one, okay? Because we are all ambassadors, right? But apart from that, how to also get promoted, especially to those who are new in the platform. So I've made my own deck about that, and it was just supposed to last for about an hour, and then it turned out to last for about 3 hours and more, right? And the thing is bitin pa siya for most people, right? So and eventually I've decided to also, just open up the group chat or the GC in Skype to anybody in 5-1 Talk. And literally, when I say anybody, that is including our admins, right? So our admins, even our bosses, executives, are pretty much aware of this already. That's why they've really, encouraged me as well to start up with my YouTube channel, which I've really had already for some time. I just don't have enough time to do this, and I'm really quite lazy. And I'm not tech savvy. So again, as I've mentioned, if any of you are tech savvy, please do help me with this, because I know nothing about this. I'll show you something good later on. But apart from that, yeah, so it continued, and who would have thought that, in just 2020, the year 2020, we were able to reach and expand in as much as 3 group chats. And, per group chat is composed of maximum of 600 participants. Yeah, so hooray to all of us, congratulations. And like what I'm always telling all, if you've been blessed, please be a blessing to others as well. So for this 2021, a lot of things are in store for us. All right, so we want to reach out to more people, not just actually to 5-1 Talk teachers or 5-1 Talk admins or whatnot, but even to those who might be interested and wondering what 5-1 Talk is all about. May we be an inspiration to you all. May we let you have a glimpse of what our lives are. But of course, please do understand that I won't be able, and I will definitely not share any other confidential, information, because that's the beauty of it. You have to experience the journey. Right, so let's see. Let's just read some shout out. John Z, I don't know who you are. FTE1, is that Cap Johnny? Okay, I'm hearing someone else, so this is funny. Hold on, Captain. Not see, I said Captain. It's Teacher Willard. I always have this prophecy or premonition of people becoming captains in the future, and yours is long overdue. Who else? Okay. Anyhow, again, thank you for being here. So just to let you know, if you are tech savvy, I hope you can help me, because this is eating me alive. Okay, thank you 5-1 Talk, to all of you who knew, or I think most of you who knows me knew that I won unexpectedly last year-end party, right? So this is where it went to. I was able to purchase a new UPS. Okay, yes. To those who are with me in Zoom, okay, please do join us in YouTube, because I am in YouTube right now. I've just started Zoom just to gather you all, because some of you are still lost. Okay, hold on. Most people are in Zoom, but I expect you to be in YouTube. Please go to YouTube. Thank you. Because in Zoom can only accommodate as much as 100 participants. Okay, I think regardless if it's a personal account, I mean a professional account or not. So we would thank you, Captain Sherry. So we would want you all to. I thought you had sent it to everyone instead of a direct message. All right. So please do join us here. Here. There you go. Please join us in YouTube. Teachers, we only have about 8 minutes left. All right, yeah, so please join us in YouTube, because again, Zoom can only accommodate as much as 100 people, so we want to accommodate more people as much as possible. Okay, so please join us now. Hold on. In YouTube now. Thank you. All right, so yeah, again, if any of you knows how to partner up a particular application here so that it would look more organized. Okay, exactly. I announced the YouTube first prior to Zoom, so I have the Zoom one just to gather the others. Okay. So I'll end Zoom now. Thank you. There you go. Yeah, no problem, teacher. Yeah, so you're just in time, teacher Katrina, and hello to my member as well, teacher Gladys. Thank you. Yeah, so again, this is just, a warm up streaming live stream basically for the year 2021, right? So you're free to ask me anything about 5-1 talk, right? About, well, except of course for other things, that I may not really be aware of. Okay. Yeah, so again, as I was saying, to those of you who might be tech savvy, I've never really tried this, so maybe you can inspire me, right? I'm still also looking for production stuff. However, it's we can talk about it. So, maybe you can help us make this even better so that we can reach out again to more, not just to more teachers, but also to those who might be interested to join us in the platform. We're very much happy to help you, especially in times like this, right? The world is still adjusting, so one of the best jobs is to stay at home if you could, right? So that you'll have the safety and the security and the comfort of your own well, in your own home, right, with your loved ones. And yeah, you pretty much can earn the same amount, right? Even better actually. So we really encourage everyone. So again, just to give you a surprise, right? Since I won the karaoke whatever thing last Christmas, all right? Thank you, 5-1 Talk. This is where my prize went. So it went to my UPS and several other things for my other backups, right? So we'll get into that later on. And ta-da! I was able to purchase now my, yeah, of course, it's nothing fancy. It's the affordable one, but either way, I still don't know how to use it. I've been trying to figure it out. I got this set up, but how do you connect this correctly? Which devices goes to which what? To which one rather, or whatnot. So yeah, maybe some of you can inspire me. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really not tech savvy. I try to be, right, but I don't know. All right, so I hope we can make it work. Okay, you may also send it to. No, it's all right, Captain. Good evening, Teacher Myra. It's all right, Captain Cherry, because we're about to end anyway, right? So there's just roughly about 4 minutes. So again, do you have any questions so far though about 5-1 Talk? Because next week, or I mean not next week, but on the third Saturday. What am I saying? Third Wednesday. What am I thinking of Saturday? On the third Wednesday, right? At 10 o'clock this time. At 10 to 10:30, we will have, of course, our next REINVENT session, and I will be focusing specifically on the backup. So I really hope as well that by that time, when will that be? Let's check on the date. I hope by that time I already have my main backup. Okay, so because yeah. As you may know, I've been working on investing to several other backups. Power bank for a laptop that can also plug in modems and other devices. I already have, to those of you who've seen my post, a solar backup as well, but not really the fancy solar panels. But yes, it can provide energy to your cell phone and to your laptop as well, and to its partner. Should I really reveal this now? To its partner, a generator, right? But not powered by gasoline, so you would understand why if you'll attend. Okay, I'm giving you a teaser now. If you'll attend the next reinvent session here on my YouTube channel, on the third Wednesday. Okay, again, third Wednesday of January. Please do block that off now, not pencil, but to block it off on your calendars. That will be on January 20. Right, January 20, that's a Wednesday, 10 in the evening. All right, 2200. Please do block it off your calendar, because I will be discussing, although I'm not really tech savvy, but I will, and you know, the streaming on that day is open to anyone, like literally anyone, right? So do not bash me, or I guess I'm not tech savvy, but I will try to share with you all the tried, tested, and proven backups, you know, that again had been already tried and are being used by seasoned I really want to say seasoned, you know, and tenured ESL or 5-1 talk teachers, you know. So what really works, right? Like what I always say, there are three factors that we need to consider when we buy a backup, right? Number one, of course, will be your location, right? Because not everything will be applicable to everyone, right? So first will be your location for signal purposes, you know, or whatever power supply reasons, or maybe second will be your situation. So as I've mentioned, you know, there are some areas that barely have, you know, any power interruption, any internet service interruption or whatnot. So why would you have to purchase something that is not really that relevant or efficient for you? And lastly, of course, would be the best one, and that'll be hi, teacher Adele. Hi again, teacher Nerville. Okay, hi, hello, thank you for being here. And the last one, of course, will be your budget, right? Let's be honest, it is the budget, right? So we'll try to see what would work for you, right? For the meantime, as I always say, it's one Timmy at a time. To those who are not 5-1 talk teachers, it's up for you to figure out what does Timmy mean. Okay, and we've already welcomed Timmy, right? Okay, and again, I cannot share with you I don't want to talk about it yet as of now, since I still don't have the main one, the battery. Because again, it takes one Timmy at a time. But thank you, 5-1 Talk. I was able to buy another one. Another important part of the setup, right? So yeah, again, I will be talking about and I will be showing you exclusively, wow, exclusively, but it's on public, the kind of generator that I was able to purchase last year. Again, it's not run by gasoline for practicality reasons, and yeah, because you'll understand better why, right? And what type of generator, if you ever decide to purchase a generator too in the future, which one is the best one or the ideal one for you. But of course, all the other specs and technicalities about it, I'm not tech savvy again, and it will be up for you to also figure out, you know, depending on what will work specifically for your own setup and for your appliances, or not really appliances, but for your devices, because you know, you'll have to check on the wattages, etc., etc., right? So again, I'll just, you know, we'll extend maybe for a few more minutes. So hi, teacher Kenneth. Good evening to you too, teacher Kent. Yeah, thank you. So are there any exciting plans and programs that 5-1 Talk would like to implement for their teachers this year? There are actually a lot. If you were able to attend last year-end party, they don't want to disclose everything yet, right? But they definitely have a lot of plans already for the teachers. So just do stay tuned, because they will be slowly releasing it on my page. There are really a lot. So one kickoff, just to let you know, before the year ends last 2020, 5-1 Talk already released to some child teachers, of course, not for everyone yet. The functionality. It reminds me of Miss Everything. I love her. Hi, Teacher Angel. Thank you for being here. Please don't forget, by the way, guys, to like and subscribe, right? Since you're already here, and to share this. Okay, again, this one is nothing fancy. This one is just a warm up for, for 2021. Yeah, so again, we have this function already on our teacher's application that would allow you to teach using your phones, right? So isn't that cool once it has been finalized? So that, but of course, that is just a backup, right? Nothing beats being able to teach using your computers, right? It's more formal. It's easier as well, right? Because easier to type and everything, and it looks more professional. But then again, a backup is a backup, right? So I guess that's why the best first topic that I would like to discuss on our upcoming reinvent session on January 20. Again, to those who just joined us, January 20, block it off your calendars, please. January 20, Wednesday, 10 p.m. All right, we will be discussing about backups, both for your internet backups and likewise for your power backups, right? Because we want to start the year strong. We want to start the year right, so that you may have that perfect attendance reliability streak from day one up until the 365th year, or I mean day of 2021, right? So what is the best topic perhaps would be the backup, so that you would already know which to invest on and what to save on as you start this year, right? So any other questions though so far? And by the way, should I really share this exclusively to those who will be leaders, like captains, trainers, mentors? There is something really special that has been announced. Well, that has been announced by our country head herself. If you had been there during the year-end program, right? So I might discuss this off the record. But she already announced it, so yeah, why not make it a motivation to those of you who plans to get promoted as well? Something very helpful, very practical, and we can consider it part of your wealth, because health is wealth. So there you go. I've given you a cue or a clue already, right? So it will be given to those who will become leaders as well. So you might want to become one too. Other than that, there are a whole lot more. Should I close and book peak slots? No, definitely not, Teacher Henry. Not, especially not on peak slots. That's why they are called peak hour slots, because those are the prime time, right? Those are the times when you will be considered a consistent and reliable teacher, someone who is active, someone who is available. If you're not yet aware on how it works, I highly encourage you to attend a webinar on the teacher improvement tool. I do have one actually this coming so let me promote it to you all. This coming January 15 at 8 o'clock in the morning. You may want to book it. I'll be more than happy to discuss everything about the teaching improvement tool and how it works. If you want to have a heads up or a general overview on how it works, I also have already an existing video here on my channel. So what I would suggest to those of you who has no clue about the teaching improvement tool, do check out that video, but please have your My Page ready in front of you too, so that you may follow as I discuss it to you, because I really tried my best to summarize the teaching improvement tool there. I did not focus anymore on the remaining two categories, which will be the attendance and the effect, right, for the satisfaction and the evaluation, because those are quite self-explanatory too, and they have we have different provisions for that, for those two. But the gist of what you really need to focus on and what you have more control on, I've already discussed it on that video. So it is quite fast, perhaps, because again, I've tried to summarize it because I don't want any boring videos, that are very lengthy and then it's nothing, just like this, more on talking. Not unless you want to have something like this that is just free flowing. Maybe we can have this from time to time. But for my videos, I try to make sure that at least, it's just direct to the point, and you'll get what you need to learn or what you need to know. So just open your my page and then just follow me as I discuss it with you there in the video. Alright, so again, definitely not Teacher Henry. Thank you for a very wonderful question. And I thank you. Right, so yeah, maybe just a few more minutes. Any other questions so far? Maybe some of you wants to know how to become a captain, how to become a trainer, what is it like in the life of a trainer or a captain or whatnot. Anybody who aims to be an ambassador. One of my members wants to become, like an official 5-1 Talk ambassador too, just like Sean Lucas. Hello to you. And the former Ada Jules. She's more of an ambassadress too in terms of social media. So to those of you who have other questions, please type it in now. Okay, and maybe you have other suggestions as well for the reinvent sessions. We'll definitely appreciate that. Because as I've mentioned, if you were able to attend last reinvent session, year-end reinvent session, I told you that we will be actually creating several other episodes. Right, that would include you all in here. So any other questions and concerns within the... Oh, alright. So let's see. Okay, there's really quite a delay. So I would have to wait first. Because I've already been saying a lot and then I can still hear like the last 2 or 3 minutes of what I was saying. Really? What's happening to my camera? Is it really like moving? Let's see. It's alright. Let's see. Okay, hi. Really? I don't know why it's moving. It's weird. So yeah. What other questions? Hi, Teacher Ruby. Uh-huh. Any... Yeah, go ahead. Any other questions? Last 5 minutes. See if we've been extending. Uh-huh. Okay, yeah. So again, shout out to FTE1, and I'd like to congratulate as well Captain Jenny. He is now one of the official mentors in the FTE. Wow! Congratulations. That's a really nice start for 2021, right? Nice question, Teacher Wheeler. What time do I usually wake up and what time do I usually sleep? Sleep. What is sleeping? No, I'm kidding. Actually, honestly, I've been trying to also fix my schedule every time, depending on my commitments and depending on my body. Quite honestly, because to those who know, again, to those of you who personally knew me or knows me or know me, I'm a nocturnal. So I literally sleep at 3 o'clock I would feel dizzy already and sleepy at maybe 1:30 or something. But for some reason, when I check the time, it's like 3 or 3:30, right? So I'll snooze at that time. I've been trying to correct that for the longest time, but yeah, it's still a struggle. So that's a personal struggle, right? So what I try to do with that is, because again, even if I'll just lay down, I still can't fall asleep. So it's not just about discipline that you really have to sleep. I just cannot sleep. I mean, I know that I will just be laying down and I still can't sleep. Right? So that's the thing. What I do about that, or what I've been trying to do, is I've been opening slots really from 6 a.m. up until 12 midnight in the past. Okay, but wait, before you react about that, guys, because as you may know as well, I'm also an advocate of what we call the work and life balance. I may have issues with my sleeping patterns, right? That's my body clock. You may have your own priorities, because usually the reason is you have your own priorities, you have your own health reasons, health conditions, and again, maybe discipline, right? Because of your lifestyle or whatever, you're a gamer or whatever, right? So of course discipline is a major factor too, but again, we cannot generalize it. But for me, what I try to do about that is I try to open at 6 o'clock, and I try to sleep in between. So let's just put it that way. I sleep in between the day. And I always try to make sure. That's why I have a lot, actually. I have a lot of books here. I mean, notebooks, planners. I can't live without them. Actually, I can forget about them, but I always have them there. That's the thing. Because sometimes, I'm also forgetful because I have a lot of things to do. But I always need to have a planner. Like for when in this year start, I always have to have a planner. So I always write everything. I'm quite meticulous with that, especially with finances and budget. So yeah, going back to the schedule, I try to make sure that I will still have 8 hours sleep in total, right? So since it's really hard to beat my body cycle or my body clock, and force it to sleep as much as I want to, at least for 5 straight hours before my 6 o'clock class. So I won't force it anymore, and instead I'll try to find other time slots in between the daytime where I can sleep. The only challenge, and most of the time my challenge for that one would be, once people know that I'm already awake, a lot of other things, happen. Right? So either people will start talking to you, or you'll have to help someone, or you'll have to do things. So again, maybe it still goes back to discipline, right? And respect for your own time. When you say no, then you just have to really quit it, and stop entertaining or whatnot. It's not being rude to someone, but it's just respecting your time as well, because you know that you need it. I mean, personally, like I need it for my resting time, something like that. Sometimes again, it's just quite hard because when you've already started your day, right? So it feels like there are other things that you need to do. So yeah, so again, I try to play around with it, because again, in the daytime, to those of you again who know me, I'm also a trainer. So mostly during the daytime, I free my time for conducting training sessions, and in between I also try to plot some classes, and in between I also try to plot some other free coaching sessions or training sessions, like for FTE, for my FTE referrals. So yeah, don't ask basically what my sleeping pattern, because sometimes it also really changed, because I have to be very flexible too, because we might suddenly have like captains meet up, or a meeting with an executive or an admin, blah 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 blah. So a lot, I'd have to do some major changes again. But that is also my challenge to myself this 2021, because as much as possible I really want to have like a fixed, or a more organized schedule. And but let's see how we can go about that. Yeah, but again, just to answer your question again, as much as possible I try to have 8 hours of sleep, and actually, believe it or not, I really still try to have exercise. And yeah, I hope we all can squeeze that in our schedules to commit to be fit this 2021, right? Hopefully. Because I don't like resolutions. I've never made any resolutions before. Um, I am on my 6th month in the platform already. Is there any promotional opportunity for me and you're a senior teacher? Be definitely. If you've been part already of the special project, and if you want to become a captain as well or a trainer. For the trainers as of now, though, I might want to ask again because the last time I've asked it, from our manager. You all know her. Who doesn't know trainer Angela, the beautiful trainer Angela? Well, she's one of her heads, rather. The manager would be Miss Anna Rivera. There's still no vacancy, or we're not hiring. But Shelter B, then yeah, definitely. Why not? Why not consider joining if you think that's your cup of tea too, or if you want to try, if you want to grow, because either way, when you've already reached senior teacher B, there's no way else but to go up, right, from master teacher A and master teacher B. And one of the primary requirements for that one is to become part of the special projects, right? So we may have a different session on that one again in the reinvent session, but just to give you an idea about it, for special projects, these are projects like free trial specialists or FTS, standby teachers or SBT, okay, and FTE. Howl for group classes is not part of a special project because that is a standalone team as well. That's a totally different department for group classes, right? However, these 3 things that I've just mentioned are not allowing or accepting applicants. It is per invitation, so they will be the ones who will filter the teachers whom they think qualify, and they're basically being shortlisted, and you should be receiving an official communication from them if you've met the qualification, and then give it a try if you're interested in. So far, the only other special project that is accepting applicants, without requirements, actually, regardless if you've just been newly launched, that will be the FTE team. So it is also like a standalone project, so it's different from FTS because we have a dedicated department for that one. So if you want to know more about that, I also have a video about that here in my channel, or you can message me. This coming Friday, I will release, or I will announce in the group chat the time. I will be giving again a 30-minute quick orientation and free training as well to interested FTE applicants to my referrals. Yeah. So if you guys want to join, I will give the link. Maybe I mean not the link, but the schedule tomorrow. I'm just trying to finalize, because yeah, apart from training and meetings, we also have academic sessions in the FTE team and other sessions. So I have to fix my schedule based on whatever they would declare as well. Yeah, so it is really required, it is really encouraged, Teacher Henry, for you to be a part of a special project. Not only is it a learning experience for you, but apart from that, okay, if you want to become an MTB, which of course you will definitely become one in the future, then do consider being promoted, because being a teacher of teachers is the major requirement of being an MTB, or a Master B teacher. Right. So how to become a mentor trainer, March? What are the qualifications to become one? For that one, I may need to endorse you, of course, to a mentor. Do we have a mentor here in the house, right? Who may also answer that one, because they might have. I'm not sure what they have in store for 2021. Okay, but the qualification teachers are pretty much the same. If you're like a senior A, senior B teacher, if you're part of a special project, if your teaching improvement tool score is decent, if you have no reliability issues, if you have at least a satisfaction rate of 95% and above, okay, make that 100. I'm not bragging, and I'm not saying that I'm perfect either, but in the past, did you know that the satisfaction rate is quite different, and we can also see real time the feedback of the students. There are different metrics for that one. So if it's not a decent one, it will be red, and that's, although my favorite color is red, that's the thing that I dread to, most to see. So every day, every 12 o'clock midnight, I would, I would stay up and, just to log in again and to see if I was able to maintain that. That's like one of my fuel to make sure that it's always 100, out of 100. Because, again, that's one of the major requirements too. If you will be an MTA, Master A teacher, you need to have an average of 95% and above. For an MTB, that's 98% and above. So might as well, don't settle for anything less. Have a buffer, make it 100. If you can get used to seeing 100, no pressure, right? Just 100. If you can get used to seeing 100, then it won't be hard for you anymore, to meet the target. Definitely, because what can be higher than that, right? Yeah, because if you will just settle, okay, I'll settle for 93 so that it's near 95. Hey, why don't you just settle for the best, and then if you'll get the hang of it, and at least it's just organic to you already. Right? So again, that's it's pretty much the same thing. If you want to become a trainer, if you want to become a mentor, if you want to become a captain, they're a bit, we're finalizing that one, but the same thing for basically for being a captain too, mentor, etc., etc. If you want to be promoted, then it would really pay if you have a good score, a good standing. I guess that's also the same thing with any other jobs, right? You need to be a performer and you have to be consistent because you need to be a role model. You need to, that's an average for at least for the past 3 to 6 months. So it's not just for this month, right? Because we have to see consistency, that it's part of you, right? That you practice what you preach, so that you will be able to teach it correctly to your mentees or your future members, right? And yeah, basically those are the major requirements pretty much for any other promotional thing that you want to apply for. Even for QA, well, for QA, then you need to have good feedback, right? A lesson evaluator, but we don't have one yet. Okay, we don't have that available now. Yeah, for trainer. Oh yeah, if I may share something with you all, I highly encourage everyone to acquire as much training as you can. So literally attend all the webinars that you can attend. Because again, number one, that's for you, right? I mean, intellectual property, intellectual knowledge, no one can steal it away from you, and then you'll be able to apply it and acquire the skills, then that's yours, right? Walang lugi, right? That's yours to keep, And apart from that, this is a secret, right? It's not included, it's not being announced, but we also look at that. They also look at, how many training you've already attended. Oh, by the way, training is, both the singular and plural form is training. So you might wonder why I don't put S, trainings. So if you put, so again, if you attend, as much training, then that's also an edge for you. To those who might want to become a trainer, and I don't know, maybe it would really depend as well in the different programs, but they also look at that. Because again, maybe you're applying and then you've only had the major training like SK12, H5, but no other webinars, right? So they want to make sure that you're well-rounded too. Right, so yeah, it's already 11:25. Who would have thought that we'll be extending it this long? All right, any other questions though for from the other teachers? I'm really happy to hear that you're interested to become one teacher, Ken. I didn't know that. For the longest time, you've been attending Reinvent. How come just now, right? 2021 realizations and a new beginning. That's really cool. Anybody else? Any other questions so far? Where is Captain Sherry? She was here earlier. Is she still eating? Oh, really? Okay, I see. Oh, who's this? You're welcome. Yeah, so again, please do understand, because we want to reach out to more people. So that's why we're really gearing toward this. Okay, yeah, that's you. Online platform, YouTube, so that we can reach out to more people as much as possible. Although again, Actually, they really want me to stop already, of course, giving the other free training, which is also practical because, as you may know, I'm technically a trainer. It's a skill, right? I get paid to train because that's my job. And this is for free, right? But that's not the point. I do this out of passion because I do want, it's a pay for. I do want to help my fellow teachers. So I could have stopped a long time ago, but I just can't. Once you pop, you can't stop. Thank you, teacher Captain Michelle. Thank you, teacher Henry. Yes, thank you, teacher Ethel. Yeah, but again, I cannot stop, right? So but the thing is we want to make it more efficient, not just work hard but work smart, right? So we want to reach out to as much people as much as possible. And of course, I'll be honest, I'll end at 11:30. I'll be honest that last year most of our sessions literally revolve on the same topic, like the low bookings. Even before the teaching improvement tool has been released, we've already been addressing that holistically. So, and even before the Phoebe Club released the 6 tips, right? Because that's the need, right? So maybe we'll have a different one for 2021, right? Because I have to repeat the sessions over and over again. Naumay na ba kayo? Because there are a lot of newbies in the platform and in the GC, and again, we can only accommodate like up to 100 people. So, and not all the time they'll also be available, right? So, thank you, teacher Riel. So, of course, I would have to repeat it, for them too. And I really salute. I'm really thankful to those who never got tired of attending the same session for the nth time. So we tried to move forward. We've had different topics too, like even before the parsnip has been released, about the taboo topics, right? If to those of you who were able to attend it, I gave a different blend of training to test on how you would really apply it, because that's what matters more, right? It's not just about you knowing the technicalities or whatnot, but it's about you knowing how to testing and how you would really react, right, when you are faced with that kind of situation, in your classes. So I think that's also a big help to everyone. Because again, it's easier to listen, right, and to think that we know the rules, but hey, once you're in, already in that situation, how would you really react? Yeah. So, but for this one, I will try to come up with more videos. Please spare me your understanding. It might be not of the best quality, but rest assured that I've given my heart to it. Because again, I don't have enough time. I'm not making excuses, but I'm just telling you. And I'm really quite OC too, because I don't like it if I buckle. I don't like it if I mispronounce or whatever, something, or not really like mispronounce, but if I say it incorrectly or differently. I just want it to be as organized as possible, basically. And then I'm a filmmaker actually, but I'm more of an actress and a director. But I'm not really that good in editing. And I'm trying to go away in using my laptop actually for using the Premiere Pro, because it eats a lot of space, right? To those of you who knows how to edit, it eats a lot of space. And if I will render it and upload it, for some reason it's heavy. Again, I'm not tech savvy, so I don't want to convert it or whatnot, because it might compromise the quality as well of the video. But then again, yeah, it's a bit heavy and it takes a long time to upload. And if I'll be using my laptop, which is the same thing that I'm using for teaching, then we want to make sure that there will be no problems, right? And not only that, it will eat a lot of bandwidth versus to me using my phone for editing. The major setback that I have here is, not all, or maybe I just don't know how. Not all I've been playing around with different editing apps already, but they don't have the best features too, right? Unlike the Premiere Pro, or if those of you are using Filmora, I don't use that. But yeah, it's or Sony Vegas, it's quite different with what you have on phone, like the KineMaster, InShot, or whatnot. So I just basically try to use what I can, and which is the fastest and the easiest possible. But it it's not the best quality, and I'm not so happy with it, quite honestly, because there are some things that you want to remove or whatnot, but you just can't remove it, and you don't know how to. You need to solutionan mo na, right, for it to look decent. But again, at least and it's faster. The good thing is it's faster. It uploads faster in YouTube, so I don't have to wait for it for a long time, and I won't have to worry about it eating a lot of space or eating my bandwidth too. Although I have two internet service providers, but yeah, basically, the point is, I hope it would look decent. I hope you appreciate the videos, even though I look haggard because I stay up late up until 4 a.m. to film some of those. A 5 minute film, a 5 minute video actually really eats up a lot of time because I have to do it over and over again. And yeah, the point is, I hope as well you were able to understand what my messages are in those videos, because I think that's the most important part, that I was able to relay the information that I want to relay to everyone to help you all, at least in the platform. Yeah, so uh, thank you, Teacher Michelle, or Captain Michelle. And Salamat Trainer, I learned growth mindset from you in one of your trainings. You're a blessing. I was able to apply it, not just in 5-1 talk, but in real life. So, why, thank you so much, Teacher Angel. Yes, growth mindset. Definitely. It's also a challenge for myself too, in on a personal context, right? It's not easy. It's not easy, especially when we're surrounded with a lot of negativity. The only thing positive right now is the pandemic part, but we don't want that. So stay safe, everyone, right? That's why we have this kind of job. It's a whole lot safer too, thank God, right? But it's a challenge. So to those of you, again, before I end, yeah, to those of you who are wondering why am I doing this, because I'm just like you too. I may be a trainer now, but I'm also a teacher. So whatever problems you're experiencing, I'm also experiencing that, and I've been there, done that, most of it actually. And maybe you just don't know. I also have my own qualms. I also have my own concerns. I also have my own heartaches. A lot of them actually. Most of the time, if you've been penalized, if you've been having this kind of other problems, I'm not perfect. I just want to let you all know, about that. That I'm not perfect too. I also incur things, but of course, I don't have to share them because those are not inspiring, right? And not something that you should, you should follow, right? But the point is, how do you learn from that, right? And what do you do about it? How do you address it, right? So it's not just about ranting. If you want to rant, then rant it on the right people, those who will help you, right? So that's why I also have the reinvent just before we end. Because reinvent, again, just to let you know, it's actually for myself too. That's why I came up with that term, reinvent. Because I've been wanting to reinvent myself since for the past few years. So it started last 2020, last year, because I thought we will have a 2020 vision. But yeah, I guess we had with our group, right? It's still a success, definitely is. So yeah, I've been wanting to reinvent myself in the platform. I guess I was able to, and I'm really happy about that. Not on my own though. I think God made a different way. I was able to reinvent it by helping other people reinvent themselves too. So it's not just me reinventing you all. It's you reinventing me too. It's like a relationship, right? Vice versa. We were all able to reinvent ourselves in a platform. That's what we aim. We aim to have a growth mindset, to share best practices, good vibes, and accurate information only, right? Again, there's already so much toxicity around us. We don't need those anymore, right? So we want to be an inspiration and someone to motivate each other to keep on going, no matter, despite the challenges, right? So again, thank you so much all, one and all, for being here today. Yeah, we've really extended already, and yeah, I don't regret it. Okay, I'm quite happy about it because this is the first run, successful run. Hooray to all of us for this year 2021. Again, please do catch again the first official reinvent session. Well, this one is official too, but with the training session this coming January 20, that will be a Wednesday, still 10 p.m. up to hopefully just to 10:30 in the evening, right? I will be talking about backups. Okay, so again, if you want to know more about backups, please attend. Again, I'm giving you a heads up. I'm not really that tech savvy, but I'll let you know what works, right? Those that have been tried, tested, and proven. It's up to you, of course, to know the nitty-gritty part of it. Whatever works for you and your setup, right? So please do inform as well and share this video or share this knowledge to your friends if you think that it's helpful, or if we can help more people. Please do. And please, I'm not sure, they said that we're not allowed to promote, but hey, you're here, so I don't know if it's not allowed as per the YouTube guidelines. I don't think I'm violating anything. But yeah, please, since you're here, do consider subscribing, hitting the like button and the notification bell so that you may be, again, notification. I'd like to emphasize that one, since I'm a trainer. It's not notification, because it's not derived from the root word naughty, right? So notification is a long O. Notification bell, right? And yeah, do share it away and leave comments down below, right? So thank you so much again, everyone, for being here. I was really excited to do this and to show you my backups, but it's not the proper timing yet, right? Because since we're just testing, the water is still, so I want more people to benefit from this. So hopefully by January 20, we can all do that, right? Can you all type down yes if you think we can have more viewers by January 20, so that more people, would learn or could learn? If you're still here, type yes. So wait for a few seconds, type yes if you think that you can share this to more people so that more people will benefit from it too. Yeah, okay, definitely. Right? Because maybe, I don't know, let's have a goal, we have 2 weeks to go, right? So in 2 weeks, can you help me promote this, please? So that maybe, in Zoom, we can only have a maximum of 100. Maybe here we can have 200. At least 200 people, who would view this coming January 20, right? So let's beat Zoom. Let's have at least 200 viewers, right? This coming January 20, so that, well, more people would will hit a lot of birds, not a lot of people. I don't want to active non-violence. We don't want to hit people, hit a lot of birds with one stone, right? So please do share this. Thank you so much, everyone. If you have something to do, if you want to rest, do rest now. Tomorrow is another day. But again, as always, please make every day a 5-1 talk day. Thank you so much. Much love to everyone. God bless. Thank you. Bye. See you January 20, okay? Thank you, Teacher Willard. Thank you, Teacher Gladys, Teacher Henry, Teacher Ruby, Teacher Michelle Fields, Teacher Myra, Teacher Captain Sherry Mark, Teacher Ethel, right? Teacher Henry. Thank you. Mwah. See you soon. And how do you end this? Yes, no, good night. Okay. Yeah, it will no longer be live. Well, yeah, that's how it should be, right? Goodbye. Not goodbye, but see you soon. God bless everyone.